Welcome to Ep.1's #1 stop to entertainment and trending news. If you have caught up with the Real Housewives of Nairobi, then you do know end of episode 1 there was a huge exchange between Ntalami and Minne. But something that was a huge shock was the confrontation from Ntalami. She's somebody who people see as very sweet. She's not confrontational. Like I mentioned in the video of the episode 1 review, we have covered several stories of Ntalami here, but what we got to see, or rather even what I also got to see on the Real Housewives of Nairobi, was a different Michelle that is portrayed on social media, or rather we get to see. She is always kind to people, kind with her words, but she did put out that this confrontation with Minne had more to it. In fact, she does put out there was a lot that was happening. And so before we got to see that big blowout, there was a lot of bad vibes, negative energy that had happened. It's just that we got to see an edited version and not see where it all stemmed from. Anyway, Michelle did an interview with Kwambox and Ogaobina on Kiss FM, and she explained her relationship with Minne, but also stating that Minne is bullying her on social media. For those who don't know or are not following Minne, she right now has Match, and that is the famous quote, something like, "We write checks, you write long Instagram post," something like that. Let's get to listen to part of the interview that Ntalami did with Kwambox and Ogaobina.
Of the person whose energy or whose style of attacking or speaking to people is just not my way is definitely Minne. So I just can't relate to that kind of vibe.
What do you mean you can't relate to her vibe? Has she insulted you?
Yes, she has. Well, I don't think it's really, sometimes people just they project who they are, not what you are. So whatever she insults me is not really, it's not who I am, because I know myself. So I think she's just projecting what myself as well. I was like, okay, fine. It's not typically something I would address, and I think a lot of people are seeing my silence about it, because I just feel sometimes also silence is best.
Your housewife?
No, I'm not sure I can do it, just because of from what I've experienced, the toxicity, the bullying, the drama. It can be a bit too much.
Okay, hold on.
It doesn't go with my personality.
What do you mean bullying?
Good vibes. Basically putting other women down, intentionally insulting them online, offline. That's never been my vibe. I think everybody who knows me, who follows me, all my fans know Michelle.
I even wanted to ask you, I'm like, you're always a chill person. How did you end up into the whole drama?
I know, even I was actually telling Susan, like, if I knew this is what but it's not everybody, to be honest. It's not everybody.
So just to be clear, Minne has been bullying you.
Yes, she has actually.
And if she's listening, and if she's listening,
I'd say on social media, not on the show. On the show, it was very. What you guys saw was not actually how it went. And I can see, I.
What do you mean it's not how it went?
Just the notion that I came for her. We've always just had some weird vibe, and as we're sitting down for dinner, either, she's talking back, I'm talking back at her, like the energy was just not right. So I just asked her, what's your problem? Very calmly, and then it just escalated so fast. So what you guys saw between me asking that and her standing up, yelling. I actually thought she was gonna hit me with a bottle, and I'm like, this is going to be interesting. But I just kept my cool. So I feel like the show cut out a lot of it. There was a lot of back and forth.
And you've heard it from Michelle that there was a lot of back and forth, and lots of the footage did not make it. So we just got to see the edited version, and apparently it just made her not look good. Because if there was one person who was trending on that day, it was Ntalami. But like you've heard her say that her personality is always chill, she's a calm person, and that is her vibes. So what we got to see was just something that was edited. Thanks so much for watching. You're up to date. Please subscribe if you haven't. Also turn on your post notification so notified once you have any new uploads. I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.